Pat McGuinness, National Housing Party, just out leafleting in Camden, the Mayford estate. Still some patriotic flags flying about. You've got a Union flag there behind me. And this is the Mayford estate, if people from this area would know. And got a nice England flag there, which is good. And yeah, things are going well. It's very cold today, 3 degrees. But once you get going and you go up a few stairs, you know, it's not too bad. So just preparing for the London elections in 2026, next May. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to leaflet half of Sommers Town ward and half of Regent's Park estate ward before February. Then we can leaflet the other 2 halves of the respective wards then. And hopefully, because I can't do it all in one go, I've got my campaign going on, it's going to be too much to do just before the election, so we need to start leafleting earlier, obviously. So the reason I'm doing two halves of each different ward is so then when we do the other 2 halves in January, February, you know, the word will spread because they'll know people and they'll see the leaflet, they'll tell other people, and the word keeps spreading. Then when the postal votes hit 3 weeks before, that's another time people are going to say, oh, National Housing Party, no more refugees on the ballot paper. You know, can't go wrong. So, you know, we're in a refugee crisis in this country. You know, they made Camden a borough of sanctuary for refugees in 2023, even though we've got 30,000 people waiting for council flats. And they try and say that we demonise refugees when they're using that as a tool for their political agenda, and we have to stand up and say no. You know, it's not a popular thing to say. This is what I say on the doorstep, but this is the truth. We cannot take in any more refugees, and as we all know, they get priority. They go to the top of the list, and there's people in Camden they can't even get on the waiting list. It's an absolute disgrace, and this is why we started the party. We want to stop permanent settlement immigration. British citizens first for housing. That includes ethnic minorities as well, because you're not going to get very far just prioritising white people. That's the reality in the local elections. No matter where you go in the country, it's all mixed up now. You know, I wish immigration never happened in the first place, but we've got to be realistic and smell the coffee and not live in a bubble like we're still living in a white British country. As I said, I wish it never happened in the first place, but we can salvage this nation. I've got no doubt in my mind. Once we stop giving out passports to foreigners, that'll be the first step to stabilisation of our nation. And you know, then we introduce policies, all sorts of nationalist policies. You know, national service. I think we should do national service. Get the youngsters into national service. That'll keep them out of trouble. And you know, not many people are going to want to do that if they're not native to this country. So yeah, we can introduce policies like stopping the benefit system, you know, because as we all know, it's been abused solidly, you know. So we can introduce lots of nationalist policies, nationalise water, electricity, gas, the rail network, and stop dual citizenship. You know, go to our website, check our policies at nationalhousingparty.uk. And also, the most important thing, we need to bring Christianity back, and we need to stop building foreign religious buildings in our country. We've got more than enough mosques, synagogues, Sikh temples, Hindu temples. You know, if there's any religious building to be built new, it needs to be churches. But as we all know, we've got thousands of churches not even being used. So we've got to, you know, get the people back into loving Jesus, because that's the way forward, and we can't go wrong. So Pat McGuinness, National Housing Party, out leafleting in Camden. Thanks for watching. Christ is King.